Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have it proven. They can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Quick release on the RPO. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls it in. It's Moore.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Second down coming up. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The give to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Third down coming up.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Firing to the right, complete. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. The catch in the middle, it's Ross. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richmond. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. A long way to go for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
They booted away on fourth down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Picks up 4. 3rd down coming.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Richmond. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it at the 15. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Finds his man. It's Richmond. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Takes the handoff. It's Cooper. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You know, on a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll keep it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
26-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
So here comes our first play of overtime. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Trailing by a touchdown, third and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he makes the extra point.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Got it! Touchdown! This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try to pound their way in. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And now they've moved into the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Bully ball on third and short. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Second overtime, you have to go for 2, and this is for the win. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2.